What is going on, everybody? Your boy BLSG is back in the building with another Eagles vs. Buccaneers live preview right here, right now, coming in for you guys. And we are ready to get this one underway, as this is going to honestly be a very tough game, in my opinion. But before we go ahead and start this up, I got a special guest coming onto the show, and it is my guy Jerrylee right here in the building right now. What is going on, my guy?
Woo! Fired up for this one, brother. You know how
Let's go, man. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for this game. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be good, and we're just grinding, doing what we do, man. Ready to pump it out and get ready to go.
That's right. That's right. So, just to bring it up first, how are we gonna attack them?
Well, we got to start scoring quicker first. That's how we got to start. We got to score quicker first. We can't start in the fourth quarter and late in the third. We can't start there. We got to start in the first quarter. We got to start there on our first drive. We got to start striking, and then we got to put some pressure on Tom Brady in terms of the defense, which Javon Hargrave has done to multiple QBs in the past. And Darius Slay and Steven Nelson looked pretty good last week at pressuring Sam Darnold and putting interceptions on the board for him. So we definitely got to attack it in the secondary. We got to attack it on the defensive line, and we got to attack it with the linebackers. The linebackers also do got to improve at the end of the day. And our offense also has got to attack on that the Buccaneers defense in terms of just getting down the field and scoring. We need touchdowns. We don't need field goals. We need touchdowns. We need to score on probably almost, if not every drive, to have a chance to beat this Buccaneers team, because this Buccaneers team can come out and do anything at any time, especially when you have a quarterback that is 43 years old and has so much experience in the league compared to your second-year man in Jalen Hurts, who has very little experience and doesn't have a full season of starting.
Yeah, we got to attack them in the middle. And regardless whether we get through and get the sack, we got to push the tackles into Tom Brady, get him off his spot. That's key. You know what I mean? And we definitely got to disguise the defense and throw blitzes. You got to confuse this guy. You can't let him – you can't play conventional defense with this guy, because it's not going to work. He's going to see it. You know what I mean? And then he's just going to pick you apart. So we've got to disguise the defense, and we got to blitz. And I also think from the other side on offense, we got to attack the outside perimeter, because this defense is good at stopping the run. So you have to make them run side to side instead of catching you going in through the middle. So no halfback draws or running back draws or any of that. My dog's here. He's
Hey, your dog was here the last time we did this, bro, and apparently he's with you again this time.
Yeah, he likes getting involved.
Hey, he likes to be the center of the action.
No doubt, man, no doubt.
Hey, no problem, man, no problem. Your dog's good, man. Your dog's good.
So, how do you feel about the last game that we played?
I mean, I was like, what in the world are we doing on offense? When I saw that first half, I'm like, what in the name of God's life are we doing? Why are we not running the ball? Why are we not executing? Why are we not doing this and that? Why are we giving Sam Darnold all the time in the world? Like, why are we doing all this stuff? And then Sirianni in that locker room says, hey, guys, we literally have got to be better. We need to execute. We need to score on pretty much every drive. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need to pressure the QB. We need to get some interceptions. We need to do this. We need to do everything we can in order to come back and win this game. And you know what happened? They did. They scored 21 unanswered points, and the Panthers only scored 3 because the score was 15-6 at the half. And we need to have much better execution. We have to start quicker, especially on this very different offense and this very defense that we are about to face tomorrow night.
The one thing that I did know is that team was very bad in the third quarter. They have like a third quarter curse. So I knew in the back of my mind,
second half curse was how it looked in Sunday's game.
I knew that we would have a chance in the third quarter, and I was just hoping that we would press on and just not give up. You know what I mean? Because our team has given up. You know what I mean? Like later in the second half of the game, like the past couple
100%.
games. Yeah. I mean, they just like, I'll put their hands up. It's over. So I'm glad that, we pushed through and we got the win.
Yeah, we definitely got to score quicker though. We can't start scoring we can't start to score touchdowns in the fourth quarter. We can't do that. We got to start scoring in the first quarter right on our first drive. We need to attack right on our first drive, especially once our guys get on that field, they got to get ready to go. They need to pressure Tom Brady, and our offense needs to execute every single drive, especially against this tough team we are about to face, led by one of, if not the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now.
We got to stop dropping the ball. Like Zach Ertz has got to catch the ball. Like he's the tight end.
And Ertz honestly might be our starting tight end, depending. Well, Goddard's probably going to be out. He's listed as doubtful. I mean, apparently he tested positive for COVID, so he's going to be out for quite some time. So expect Ertz to get more snaps at tight end.
Well, he was vaccinated, so I don't know if he's got the COVID.
Well, he might have been around someone who tested positive, and if that's the case, he'd be out for 10 days.
Yeah, we'll see.
However the system works.
The good thing is Rob Gronkowski is not going to be in this one.
Thank God, because I don't want to have to see our linebackers get killed by that guy.
And
God.
And Levante David is out also.
Thank God. But we have to watch out for Vita Vea and Devin White, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, if he does play. He's currently listed as questionable right now, but who knows if he's going to play. But if not, don't be surprised if they go with a two linebacker set with Vita Vea and Devin White as their two linebackers, and that they have a nickel guy in the backfield with the rest of the secondary and like an extra corner. Don't be surprised if they have an extra corner if JPP is going to be out for this game against Philly.
Right. And
that's what I could see if JPP does not go. That's what I'm probably going to likely see. Because who else is going to step up and be that next man? Who's going to be that next man for the Buccaneers to come up? I mean, Devin White's good. I mean, look, Levante David's going to be out. I mean,
they got Sherman.
They have Sherman. That's true. Yeah, they have Sherman. That's right.
But I think he's old now, though. So I think that we can get a step on him. You never know
what can happen, though, with Richard Sherman. He might be back to his old self. He might be rusty to begin. He might be this and that. You don't know what you're going to see out of Richard Sherman at this point. This could be the chance for Richard Sherman to come up and do what he needs to do.
He hasn't been on the field, so I'm not really too worried.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of speed.
Yeah, and we got route running with Devontae Smith. We got the hands from him. I mean, and the speed from Quez Watkins, though, is elite. And then Rager's got to be better on not dropping balls and needs to just get on his route running ASAP. Because whoever's going to guard him between one of the safeties they have, or if it's a corner, or if it's even Richard Sherman, depending whoever they have, then whoever it is, Jalen Rager's got to be better.
What I'm hoping
better expectations.
What I'm hoping that they do is they start on the field fast. They come out with no huddle, you know what I mean, and get Jalen Hurts in a rhythm fast. You know, get some running plays to start. You know what I mean, on the outside perimeter, and then get some quick slants going just to get them in a quick rhythm. You know what I mean, and then maybe a screenplay here and there. Not too many screenplays. You know,
you're right. You're right. Not too many screenplays. And run the ball.
Yeah.
Seriously. You're all dissing Miles Sanders and you're all giving it to your second string running back. Like, come on now. Your second string running back shouldn't have more carries than your starter. That just doesn't make sense.
This has got to be a tight shadowed game. Like it's
gonna be, in my opinion. It's going to be tight, in my opinion, too.
It's got to be a well-contested game.
And it's got to be that way. In front of all the Philly fans, though, I mean, Jalen Hurts got to do his thing and got to be a little bit more accurate. I mean, he missed a few easy passes. I mean, he missed one to Zach Ertz I think, in Week 4 against KC, and he's got to be better. I mean, Ertz was wide open, and he threw it over his head. So Hurts has got to be better on the accuracy, 100%. Because drop passes are not an excuse anymore. I don't want to hear any of this.
To
I'm
win
done.
this game,
I'm done with the drop passes from Jalen. I'm done. I need Jalen to be a little bit more accurate. The only thing that I would take away as an excuse for a miss is if it's a little overthrown, because that's not going to be Jalen's fault. That's going to be the receiver's fault, because either if they're going to get a PI or if they're just too slow on running up and catching the ball, then I'm not taking that from Jalen. I'm taking that on the receivers. But Jalen needs to be better on the accuracy overall, period.
Yeah. I mean, more than his accuracy, though, I think the players need to catch the ball if it's next to them. You know what I mean? If it's if it touches their hands, they got to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And this game, we have to play at a higher standard this one, because if we don't, we're going to lose fast. We have to play like almost a perfect game.
Perfectly executed, too. And we need to start executing right as our boys get on the field. We need to hold Tom Brady to very few points as we possibly can, because Tom Brady he's not going to allow that defense to absolutely murder the heck out of him, and he's just going to be waiting to throw bombs down to maybe Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown that he now has. I don't even know who the next tight end up is for the Buccaneers now that Gronkowski's out. He's going to be out anyway because he's like doubtful, I think.
Yeah, they have such an explosive offense, man.
Yeah, I mean, our secondary needs to cover them, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Our secondary literally needs to cover these guys. And if they don't, we are going to get smoked on defense. And shout out to Big Play Slaver for being the first guy in the building, for coming in here. Appreciate that, Slay. He also said that the next man up for tight end for the Buccaneers is either Cameron Brate or O.J. Howard. Yeah, definitely.
Both are very good.
I forgot they were on the roster. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot those two were on the roster still.
I wouldn't be surprised if they came out.
I haven't been hearing their names too much, which is why I forgot they were on the roster.
I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with like a dual package for those tight ends.
Right. I mean, they're going to see more snaps than what they've already had. I mean, Gronk, when he was healthy, he's been seeing a lot of the snaps, and he's just been great because he's been a familiar target to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady knows how to get that ball to Gronk. He already knows. I mean, Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard, they kind of know the game, but I honestly think Cameron Brate's going to see a lot of snaps, and O.J. Howard might split snaps with them. Unless if they go with the double tight end type of play, then they could do that too with both of those tight ends that they have still.
So how do you feel about Jalen Reagor? I know this is a topic that Big Play Slay likes.
Oh, man. Reagor. Listen, Reagor needs to start stepping up. He needs to put his hands out, needs to catch the ball, and then just needs to keep on running. I don't care what you're running, whether if it's a hitch, a wheel route. I don't care what the route is. You got to run the route, and you got to catch the freaking ball. I don't care what anybody says. Jalen Reagor needs to run the route like Devontae Smith and catch the ball with his two hands like Devontae Smith. You don't have empty hands, Reagor. You need to have your hands on the ball. You need to catch that ball and keep running your route, and you got to run to that end zone. You need to do all of that. You need to do every single thing. You need to execute. You need to catch that ball and keep running your freaking route. I don't care what anybody says. Reagor just needs to be better tomorrow night against Tampa Bay, especially in front of all the Philly fans.
I don't know if you caught my last podcast I just had. I'm starting to name Watkins Gigawatt.
With Joe Castro?
Yeah, I'm naming Watkins Gigawatt.
Who's Marcus Gigawatt?
Huh?
Who's Marcus Gigawatt? Oh, Quez Watkins. Okay.
Yeah, he's Gigawatt. Because he's electrifying on the field.
Our special teams really needs to ring it. You're right, 100%. Yeah. I mean, our special teams, they honestly, especially the block last week from, I believe it was it TJ Edwards with the block, or was it?
Yeah, it was TJ Edwards. Yeah,
it was Edwards with the block and Sean Bradley with the recovery. So I think we got to see a little bit more of those, and we need to start pressuring on special teams too.
Did you see that they actually planned that out? That
What?
block, the punt
That
block.
block?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it was actually a scheduled plan.
If you're also gonna have guys come from the outside in, like your two linebackers that you had, Bradley and Edwards, if you're gonna have those two linebackers in on the outside coming in, then take advantage of that and then get to the punter and block that football. Get to the punter and block that football. Get to the punter, block the football, and take over where you have a decent spot to take the ball from to have a chance for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Definitely take advantage.
My idea is just to jump on the damn ball and just to switch fields. I mean, because you don't want to get the ball knocked out of your hands, you know what I mean, when you just got it back.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. So let me ask you a few things here, my guy. So what are your 3 keys for us to winning this game? Like, what are you looking for in this game that you think is going to help us win?
Well, on offense, like I was saying earlier, we got to do quick screen plays. We got to do quick slants. We got to go routes, all fast plays, like I was saying, just to get Jalen Hurts in the rhythm. And then, run the ball on the perimeter and, make sure we're running the ball so that, their secondary comes forward so we can get that ball to Gigawatt.
You're right. You got any more keys to that? Is that your
defense? Defense has to play solid. We have to get Tom Brady off his mark. We have
make
to
him run. Make turnovers. Tom Brady run. Tom Brady can't run that fast.
I think Tom Brady is definitely still thinking about us in his head from the Super Bowl. I really believe that.
Because
the only problem is
Philly, and it's gonna be humid there, to be honest. But I don't think that really affects Tom Brady because he's used to the cold and hot weather. He's used to the warm and cold weather, so it really will not affect Tom because he's used to both conditions. Honestly, so I really don't think that's going to really affect them.
Yeah, so I think,
and especially some of those veterans who also kind of have that same feeling.
Brother, we have to be on all phases of the game, all 3 phases of the game. Special teams, defense, and offense. It's got to be lit up. We got to be almost perfect, like on everything. That
right, like you said.
Time of possession. Make sure Tom Brady's sitting on the bench and we have the control of the ball.
Right, definitely. Make him sit on the bench for as long as it takes.
Yep.
Did you have a third key? Did you have a third key to winning, or?
I just don't know if Nick's gonna put it together or not, though. Because it's a tale of
Nick better start putting it together because he's gonna need it this time around. He's gonna need it against Bruce Arians. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, it's like a tale of 2 heads here. You know what I mean? Like, because it's been a roller coaster ride. We win a game, we lose a couple. We win one, you know what I mean? It's been,
we win one, we lose one. We do this, we do that.
It's got to start being consistent. It's definitely got to be start being consistent.
Definitely, 100%. Did you have a third key to winning, or was that it?
That's it, man. Those are my keys to winning the game.
All right. Next
one. You
have
anything to add?
No, I do not.
All right.
All right. Who are your 2 standout Eagles for this game? The next question. Like, who are 2 Eagles that are going to have great games tomorrow night against Tampa?
Well, I got a few that are going to have great games, actually. My man Gigawatt on the offense.
And Watkins?
Yep. And I think Hargrave is going to tear it up as he's had a sack in every game so far.
Hargrave is having a freaking breakout year, bro.
Yeah.
He's having a breakout year. That's when Tom Brady's going to have to look out for.
Yep, and big play Slay.
And Darius Slay is going to be a good one, too. Yeah. I mean, Steve Nelson got the interception to steal that game against Carolina on Sunday. So we hope to honestly see something like that, and hopefully we get a few stops on Tom, and we just need a few interceptions to also pressure Tom Brady and keep him off the field and on that bench for as long as it takes, even though he might be just throwing a few passes off the bench to whoever it's going to be, probably to one of his backups like Kyle Trask or Blaine Gabbert someone like that. So he might not be sitting on the bench all the time, but if he is, we want to keep him on the bench for as long as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. So who's your breakout Eagle for this game? One's like that's like a little like that. No one
Smith.
thinks he's gonna have a breakout
Oh,
game,
well, Smith's
but
going to have a
but
breakout game,
in
but
your
everybody knows
opinion,
that.
will have that breakout game.
Zach Ertz.
You think Zach Ertz is gonna have that breakout game with Goddard being out?
Yep. Yeah,
Wow. That's
absolutely.
a bold one.
Yeah.
That's probably one no one's expecting right now, based on the way Ertz has been playing. He hasn't been too great because Goddard's been absolutely phenomenal, and now he's got COVID, and he's on the COVID list right now, and that really effed up our team. That
Right.
really messed us up, and now Ertz is gonna have to play a lot of that tight end role for this game.
Right. So who do you think is going to be our breakout player?
I said Hargrave for that one because last year Hargrave, he was not too involved when it came to the stacks and all that. It was more like a Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham show. I mean, Derek Barnett really didn't get too much either. And Hargrave didn't have that big of a year. But when Jonathan Gannon came in, he said, we are going to attack. We need to get to the quarterback. We need to pressure everybody. We need to pressure that offensive line. And you know what Hargrave did? He listened to Jonathan Gannon, and he is executing it beautifully on the field. And this is a man that you could honestly have as a sleeper on your team, especially. And in my opinion, this is one of, if not Javon Hargrave's best year in his career, honestly. There's no doubt that you can honestly say that this is not Javon Hargrave's one of, if not his best years. There's no way you can say that based on how he's performed through 5 weeks.
So what do you think about Sweat? You think he'll come through today or tomorrow?
What was the question?
You think Sweat will come through tomorrow?
I'm hoping so. I hope Sled's going to come through and just do his thing, and hopefully gets a few interceptions on Tom. And
I said Sweat.
He just needs to
do
his thing and just pressure.
Josh Sweat.
Oh, Josh Sweat. Your mic was like mute. It was like all wonky. It's like all robotic, and it's not like robotic, but it goes to that weird voice, and it just goes to like that. It goes to like that weird thing where it just sounds like it's
probably your internet.
It was coming from your screen when you were talking.
Okay.
So I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Well, sometimes the connections they go.
Yeah, it happens to other streams. This is not the first time I've experienced this.
Yeah.
Whose number is everyone wearing Thursday night? You want to answer that one first?
Well, it's not gonna be number 11.
Jersey is everyone wearing Thursday night.
Well, it's not number 11.
Yeah, that ain't Carson Wentz, bro. Get Wentz out of here. Screw it.
91.
Fletcher Cox. All right. I don't know. I'm wearing either Hurts or Smith. I mean, I might have to go with the Smith one. I might have to go with Devontae Smith tomorrow night against Tampa. I mean, if he can do like what he's doing, then if he can do what he's been doing, getting like a few receptions per game and just doing what he does when it comes to the route running, and for the love of God, can we stop doing stupid things on defense mainly and offense too, and letting the touchdowns get taken away from us? It's getting ancient. I don't care how many weeks it's been. It's getting old. It's getting too old right now. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of points getting taken off because of nasty penalties. I'm tired of it.
How many people are in the chat?
It says 2.
2?
Hey, I don't get too many on here either, my guy. You're not the only one, bro. But people honestly underrate us smaller Philly content creators. They honestly underrate us. It's no joke. It's no joke.
That's all right, man. We'll get there. It's gonna take some time.
Whoa, that's a call, but I like it. Ertz is due for a breakout game, and I think this is it. Yeah, I mean, Ertz is going to have many more opportunities with Goddard being out on COVID, which is honestly a huge disappointment for Philly. And it's honestly a huge disappointment because he's been getting a whole ton of reps and he's been doing stuff when he's been catching it off tight end screens with Jalen Hurts. So it's going to be a bummer, but hopefully Ertz just does what he needs to do and he just needs to do and just keep on executing.
Hey, if you want to invite them on to talk, go ahead, man.
No, I never planned the live call-in show. I just figured you and I would collab, bro.
All right, well, hey, whatever you want to do, man. I'm cool.
I'm running this show, bro. I'm running this show over here.
All you, man.
Hey, you're good, bro. You're good, bro. I'm just playing.
So,
gotta keep it going. Keep at it, fellas. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate it.
I think that I think Cox is gonna come in and do something too.
Yeah, Cox needs to start getting to the QB. Didn't he have like a sack last week?
Yes, he did. That's why I'm saying it. He had a really good game last week, so I'm thinking
Cox needed that sack right there. He needed that sack.
Yeah, he needed to shut everybody up.
I mean, he was starting to be questioned a little bit because he didn't have like a sack the past few games before Sunday, and he was starting to get questioned a little bit. And right there, he just got his sack for this game from Sunday's game against Carolina. So hopefully, he can maintain that same pressure to Tom Brady while Tom Brady came right out of the pocket.
For sure, my man. For sure. Yeah. So the games leading up to tomorrow's game. How do you feel about the Falcons game and the other games that we've had?
Basically every game before this point.
Yeah.
Well, the Falcons game, I knew we were gonna win. I knew we were gonna win that game, but I didn't expect us to win by that much. Like, damn. I never expected us to win by like 26 points against Atlanta, but Atlanta's a bad team at the end of the day. The Niners, though, were an iffy call for me. I mean, they could have gone either way, but they were much healthier than they were last year when we played them. So that was going to be a very close game, but I had that game as a loss. Week 3 against the Cowboys, I had that as a loss. It's hard to win Jerry World, and especially when you're playing a division opponent, they're going to play you tough right back. And against KC, I already knew we were going to lose, but who expected the Philadelphia Eagles to put 30 points on Kansas City? Who expected that? Probably.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So that's just one person. Just you thought. But apart from you, how many people expected the Philadelphia Eagles to put 30 points on the Kansas City Chiefs?
It was a winnable game.
Zero's your answer. Based on how I saw it, I was actually at that game too, and it was much closer than I thought. And then the touchdown by Greg Ward was like, oh, it's all for nothing. Yeah, I knew we were gonna lose that game, but I didn't think it was gonna be by 2 touchdowns. I honestly think it was gonna be by like more than that. And then on Sunday against Week 5, it was gonna be a close one to edge out on the Panthers. Based on the way that the Panthers played before that game on Sunday, I had that as a loss because Darnold was playing great before that point. But then Sirianni comes out and says, we got to play better. We need to start executing. We need to finish up some drives. We got to do this. We got to do that. And you know what happens? The Eagles come out and they do their job and get the job done on Sunday. So with us sitting at 2-3 and then the Buccaneers at, what are they, 3-2 or 4-1?
I believe they're 4-1.
Yeah, there's something like that. They're one of those 2 records. I know that, but Jalen Hurts is going to bring on the competition against Tom Brady. I mean, it's like David against Goliath all over again. Because David's like the young one. So if you picture that right now, the David part would be Jalen Hurts right now, and then Goliath would be Tom Brady. All right, it's the young gun David in Jalen Hurts against the big guy Goliath in Tom Brady. So it's gonna be a second-year guy in Jalen Hurts against the veteran Tom Brady. He's got a ton of experience right now. So hopefully this will be a close game, and Jalen Hurts can put some firepower in and just try to put some pressure on Tom Brady and just do what he needs to do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I thought we'd actually beat the Kansas City Chiefs because their defense was weak.
Yeah. But their
But
offense was going to be too much to handle, in my opinion, because of Patrick Mahomes and everybody.
if we played it different, we could have won.
Yeah.
My thoughts on that. If they would have played tighter on, the receivers, I believe that we could have won that game. And if we would
Yeah.
have ran the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Like, why wouldn't we run the ball? That's stupid.
It was very stupid because with Mahomes out on the field, he can score points.
Exactly. And he can throw dimes down to McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, Travis Kelce on some tight end screens. He can do the shovel pass to Travis Kelce. He could do that same thing with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He could do all that when it would come to the Chiefs' offense against our defense, and our defense would be so fooled by the shovel passes, which are just absolutely incredible by Patrick Mahomes, and I need to respect that right now.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
Mahomes can probably fool anyone with the shovel pass, because the shovel pass is probably something that's probably like all the way back in Andy Reid's playbook, because how many other quarterbacks do the shovel pass in the NFL right now? I think it's honestly Patrick Mahomes is the only one. Unless if another good quarterback can do that in their playbook, like Sean McDermott's playbook or Matt LaFleur's playbook or whoever's other's playbook it's in. I don't think it's done in Bruce Arians' playbook for the Buccaneers. So
Um, I wouldn't put it past any of them because they're all like able to do a shovel pass, but Mahomes is freakishly athletic. I will say that, and he can throw it from anywhere and any point on the field.
exactly. He literally knows how to get the ball to his receivers, and it doesn't matter where he stands because he's going to get it to them either way. Do you have any hot takes for this game now, my guy? Do you have any hot takes? Like, do you think that something is going to be very surprising to you in this game coming up tomorrow night?
Yeah, if Nick would put together a good game plan.
Do you think Nick's going to put together a good game plan?
I don't know, but that would be a hot take.
Oh, man.
And if we win, that would be great.
Hey, I'll take a win any day of the week. As long as it's a win, not a fat L, then I'm going to take that right there. So what's your score prediction for this game, my guy?
I'm going to say 27 to like 24 or 21. And I want to say the Eagles, but if it's not tight, we're going to be blown the hell out.
Wow. The complete upset.
That's how all of our games have been.
That's true. They've been within a touchdown, except pretty much the Atlanta one. I mean,
if it's not tight, then it's a blowout.
Atlanta one, it was a blowout. Against San Fran, it was a one-score game. Against Dallas, we lost by 3 touchdowns. Against KC, we lost by 2 touchdowns. And against Carolina, we beat them by 3 points. So who knows what we're going to expect. But, again, this is Tom Brady we're facing. This isn't a young QB like Sam Darnold. This isn't a young QB that's all talented. This is Tom Brady. This is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And I actually have us losing this game. Not going to stay with the final scores. I just have us losing this game just because it's going to be hard to beat Bruce Arians. And if Nick Sirianni cannot put together a good game plan, then I don't think we win this game either. And if Jalen Hurts cannot execute well enough and can't do what he does, then I also can see the Eagles losing.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly definitely can see the Eagles losing this game. But if they somehow win, it would honestly shock the world of having Jalen Hurts beat Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Which
it would be
is what
awesome.
I want to see in front of all the Philly fans. I want to see that in front of all the Philly fans right there.
That's
right there.
That's
I want to
right.
see that in front of all the Philly fans. Jalen Hurts beating Tom Brady, David beating Goliath, Jalen Hurts beating David, and Tom Brady beating Goliath, the young one versus the veteran, and that's what I want to see. If Jalen Hurts can pull this off, and if Nick Sirianni can pull off a great game plan, I will be friggin' impressed.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. I just can't wait for the game tomorrow.
Definitely, 100%, 100%. I can't wait for that game either, bro. I can't wait either. I'm not gonna lie right now. I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be a great one to watch. Eagles are 7-point underdogs in this game, so they're underdogs by a touchdown. And guys, if you haven't done so, go subscribe to Jerrylee. He's an up-and-coming Eagles content creator and could definitely use a subscription by you guys. If you want to go ahead and sub him up, the link's in the description. Definitely go sub up Jerrylee. He's a young Eagles content creator looking to get some more subs and get some more support on his channel. So definitely go give him a follow. And the link is in the description if you all want to go sub him up, which you definitely should, because this man's not too. You're not too familiar with YouTube. Like you've put out like very few videos, and you just need more followers, right? Because you got like, I don't even know how many you have. Like, didn't you have like 8 or something?
I think I got like 9 subscriptions, but there's been a lot of people watching my videos, so
you've been getting the views, just not the subscribers.
Right,
basically.
right.
Yeah,
lazy bastards.
Yeah, that's what I kind of see. That's what I kind of see.
If you're gonna watch it, hit the like button and hit the subscribe, man. What the hell you doing? What are you waiting for? It's only a click away.
Exactly, and it's actually multiple clicks away because you got to go to the description to find Jerrylee's. Why can I never do this? Why can I never do this? His YouTube channel. I can never get this right. StreamYard just likes to screw around, bro. It's like, oh, which way am I going? Which way am I doing this? Which way am I pointing? I always think this way is the way I'm pointing to you, and then in reality, it's this way. I got to use my right hand and then point to the left. It's so weird.
It's a mirror image, man.
Exactly. You didn't mirror that one, Mike. Hey, I'm playing, bro. I'm just playing, bro. Do you got any more things for this Eagles game? Otherwise, we're just going to hop off out of here and hope for a dub tomorrow night.
That's about it, brother.
Hey, appreciate you for coming on, my guy, for a short preview. And just appreciate you for coming by and chopping it up with me. We should definitely do these more often. I think we will get to doing so. And my bad for not being able to do last week. I mean, I had the raspy voice from being at that Eagles Chiefs game. Man. I had that raspy voice from that Eagles Chiefs game, so I couldn't do it because I didn't want it to mess up during our live stream if we would have done it. So
it's all good, man.
That's my fault, and I know I shouldn't be getting too overhyped because I know what's gonna happen now. But sometimes I gotta yell at the Eagles for not doing you know what and
winning. And running the ball.
No, and SHIT.
Oh, yeah.
and effing up.
Right. Right.
Because they totally did that against all the opponents they've lost to, and they almost did it against Carolina. So they almost messed up against Carolina, and they could have been 1-4. But I'm glad that they haven't. So far, based on my schedule prediction, actually, before we jump off, I've gotten every single game right. I've gotten every single one right. I got the Falcons one right. I said the Eagles were going to win. I said that we were going to lose to the Niners because they were healthy. We were going to lose to Dallas because it's in Jerry World. We were going to lose to the Chiefs because it's the Chiefs, and their offense is absolutely remarkable. But based on my schedule prediction, I had us beating the Carolina Panthers, and I know, like I've said multiple times, that the Panthers were actually going to be us, but that was outside of my schedule prediction. So that was outside of that. But according to my schedule prediction, I said we were going to beat Carolina because I didn't know what we were going to expect out of Sam Darnold, and he threw 3 interceptions in that game. 2 were picked up by Darius Slay, and 1 was picked up by Steve Nelson. So I didn't expect that to happen from Sam Darnold. I thought Sam Darnold was gonna honestly beat us, and I honestly thought that the Carolina Panthers were gonna beat us. But when we came back and won that game, I was like, thank God we won that game.
Right.
I mean, Jalen just didn't play a good game in that one either. He only had like 198 passing yards. He scrambled and he sneaked it for. He took himself for 2 TDs, and those were the only TDs of that game because the two because we only had 6 points in the first half because those two were by Jake Elliott, and Jake Elliott made that 58-yarder, which was absolutely remarkable. I was still glad Jake Elliott made that too, and that put us down 15-6 at the half, and then Sirianni tells his guys that they need to step up, and that's exactly what they did second half. They picked up 15 points and then won the game 21-18, even though it was a sloppy game from Jalen Hurts. Eagles come out with the dub, and that's all that matters, and we're 2-3 right now, looking to go 3-3, trying to upset Tom Brady in Philadelphia, and let's just hope for the best, man. It's basically a David against Goliath game now, with Tom Brady against Jalen, the young gun versus the big veteran guy who has 7 Lombardi trophies, and this man he's thrown out here, even though he's 43, he's out here throwing like he's back in his 20s. He's out here throwing like he's back in his 20s right now. It's not a joke. This man's still firing Hail Marys. He's still doing like he like is comparing himself to like Aaron Rodgers right now because Aaron Rodgers can still kind of do that at his old age, but Tom Brady he's still playing like he's in his 20s right now. I'm not gonna lie. Considering the fact he is 43 years old, he's still firing Hail Marys. He's still firing long passes. He's just doing this and that, and he is executing beautifully, but hopefully our defense will get the job done, stop Tom Brady, and hopefully our offense just will execute and we'll come out with the dub on tomorrow night.
All right, my guy, you have a good night. I got to run.
All right, man.
Adios.
All right. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. Appreciate you, Jerrylee, for coming in and stopping by, my guy. I appreciate you for coming in and just joining me on this one. And I appreciate everyone for coming into this stream and joining me and my guy, Jerrylee. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to him and myself as we are small content creators but are slowly growing. Definitely go subscribe to Jerrylee too, as he has very few videos out, but he's putting out all the work that he can. So definitely go help out Jerrylee and definitely go give him a subscription. And just keep doing what you do, Jerrylee. If you're still in here, my guy, definitely keep doing what you're doing. And that's it, man. Appreciate Jerrylee for coming in, and I appreciate everyone for stopping by onto this live stream. And I appreciate everyone for the support. Appreciate everyone who came in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.